It's Friday, June 28th. This is episode 64, Deploy on Friday. It's Friday, so it means it's time to deploy. Jim, how's your week?
Yeah, good week. Good week. Come to the end of the quarter. Looking forward to it. How about
Yeah,
you?
it was good. Like the end of the quarter is just it's like just reminding me I got time to I got to get going on my planning for next year. We're already in that cycle, believe it or not. So we're already looking at 2025 for events and such. And it's been a lot of work, but I think yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what we do next year. End of quarter is always a busy time for everyone at the company, so good to see that we're seeing some good accomplishments internally, seeing a lot of stuff being posted externally. And with that said, we might as well get into the news. So we now have a placeholder for Shipped. So SHIPPED24 was announced last week. We talked about this on the show last. We've got 145 days. Most importantly, you can reserve your seat for this event. So if you go to octopus.com/shipped, you can go and save your seat. You can also submit a speaker session. So this is a sessionized page we have set up, and it allows you to submit your sessions for this event. This is an online virtual event over 2 days featuring a wide range of topics. So we allowing folks to talk about a whole range of topics, including Codefresh itself, continuous delivery, DevX, GitOps, Kubernetes, etc. So if there's something that you're interested in, please feel free to let us know. Submit your session to the Sessionize that's linked off of the Shipped website, and we'd love to see you there and speak. So there you go, 145 days. Not a lot of time, but it is enough time to get ready, I guess.
It'll have to be.
Sounds like an awful amount of time, but you'd be amazed how quick this comes.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's
there's
just,
a lot to do.
you announce it and then you're like, it's like go time. So
Yeah.
anyways. We also have a bunch of webinars that we have lined up. So earlier today, I hosted the State of Kubernetes 2024 live stream plus webinar with Michael Levan. It was great. We had a lot of attendees. We had over, I think at one point we had about 190 live attendees. It kind of edged out around 150, but we had a ton of questions. Talked about all kinds of things, including KubeVirt, talked about the state of Kubernetes, talked about the ecosystem. If you want to watch the recording of that, it's available now through the Octopus Deploy YouTube channel. So this is the live stream that we hosted there. We talked about a whole bunch of things. Of course, I did my plug of Octopus Deploy, but Michael was great. He talked a lot about what was going on in the state of Kubernetes, answering questions. Of course, any questions that we had, we made sure to include them. He talked about KubeVirt. He talked about Kubeflow. Provided a whole bunch of demos around them, which was great. We were, kubectling our way through the entire demo, so it was kind of cool to look at all this. And it's really interesting to see where things are lying. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out up on the YouTube page. And in addition to that, we also have some other webinars that are coming up. So we have on July 9th, we have a webinar that we're doing with our friends over at Redgate, Streamlined Database Deployments with Flyway and Octopus Deploy. And this will be co-hosted not only by Adam, but Huxley. So Adam and Huxley will be hosting this event, and they'll be talking about how to do database deployments using Flyway. Flyway is a tool from Redgate. It still is an open source tool, but that's how it started. And then Redgate basically is providing a little bit of air support there. It's a great tool for doing database migrations. In addition to that, we have Octopus 101. We have Bob Walker doing this talk called "What is this DevX and platform engineering I keep hearing about?" So Bob's going to talk about that. And then wrapping things up, we've got Nikita talking about deployments to Kubernetes at scale. Believe me, this is not the end of all of our webinars that we have planned. We have a ton of webinars. One that we haven't not launched here, but we're going to be talking about in great detail, is we're gonna do a really cool webinar with the Octopus Cloud team. And they're going to talk to us about how they use Kubernetes to basically deliver Octopus Cloud to customers. So they're going to give the sort of behind the scenes, behind the music story relative to Octopus Cloud and Kubernetes. So I'm really looking forward to that. That will likely be in August. So there you go. Octopus.com/webinars. Cool stuff. This is a blog post from Emily entitled "Designing the Navigation in Octopus." So you may not have noticed this, Jim. I don't know if you have the latest build, but Bob hinted at it. Have you seen the new UI?
I certainly have. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks great. So much
Yeah.
nicer.
Yes. Very clean. Very nice. So Emily talks a little bit about it from the planning perspective. This is a blog post that goes into the details of how she was thinking about this problem domain, the sort of requirements and things that went into this, And then this is all kind of like UX stuff. This is way beyond my pay grade. Behavioral analytics, ideation workshops, etc. Talking about North Star. When it comes to this stuff, I am not smart enough to understand this stuff. So Emily, thankfully, is, and she was talking a little bit about some of the design work that went into this. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is kind of what it looks like now. We have a very simplified navigation on the left, very clean looking interface. And you may have seen some remnants of that in a recent video that we posted to the YouTube channel featuring Bob, where we talked about 2024.2, our latest release. But yeah, really can't wait to see everyone share their feedback about this.
Yeah.
So that is up
So
on our
good.
blogs. Yeah, that's awesome stuff. Always good to get a refresher. This is a book entitled Exploring Octopus Deploy, a journey to simplify deployments and operations tasks with powerful automation. This is written by Steve Fenton, who's a member of the team at marketing at Octopus. There he is. Lovely Steve. And Steve wrote this. It's the second edition of his book that he wrote back in 2015. And this book we talked about before covers a variety of topics, including how automation brings more than just speed, what excellent deployments look like, et cetera, et cetera. I did an interview with Steve where we talked about the book. So we talked in detail about what the book is, why he wrote it, the motivation behind it. And so if you want to check out that interview, you can check it out up on our YouTube channel. Again, everything links to the YouTube channel. We did post this interview up on our social media, but Steve shared with me some of the insights that he put into the book. We went through the book structure itself, talking about what's in there. You can download this as a PDF right now, or you can buy paperback from Amazon if you so wish. So it's a really good book. It's about 157 pages long, so feel free to check that out. And it's published here, octopus.com/publications/ Exploring Octopus Deploy. So there you go.
Loving all these books. They're great.
Yes, they're great. They're great looking books too. I think we're getting a really nice aesthetic. We're going to give O'Reilly a run for its money. We don't have any animals on our books yet, but maybe we should put various variations of octopi on our books. Maybe that will
That'd be a good one.
help. Yes. We recently hosted a webinar for a part of our Merging Domain series. This one's entitled Productizing the Internal Developer Platform, or IDP. This was hosted by Paul. Paul had a number of folks on the call with him, namely he had Steve, again, Bartek, Jordan, and Scott. And this was hosted a couple days ago. And they talked about IDPs. They talked about how to pitch it internally, answering a bunch of questions, et cetera, et cetera. So that's up on the Codefresh YouTube channel, which you can check out at /Codefresh CICD. That's their channel there. So lots of great videos there. They're publishing on the same almost cadence as we are. So it's kind of a co-opetition there. So there you go. And speaking of Codefresh, they also have another video up there. This is part of the Codefresh Chronicles. Very quick 5-minute explainer of GitOps at scale. So talking about the motivations to why GitOps, etc., showing some demos of how it works inside of Codefresh. So that's a video that you can check out, the Codefresh Chronicles. That's part of their video series going there. Have you had a chance to kick the tires Codefresh yet?
No, I did the GitOps certification, but I didn't get all the way into Codefresh.
Yeah, I know a lot of customers are interested, so definitely is really cool to look at. I've been quite impressed by what's there. So really cool. Our roadmap, as always, roadmap.octopus.com. Make it a bookmark, if not your homepage. We've got a couple of new items that are listed here now. Namely, we've got an item here from Kit. This was posted back in March, but recently there was an update here saying we've started work on this project. This is for workers on Kubernetes. So Kit writes, what if Octopus workers can natively run on Kubernetes? What if these workers can auto-scale as well? We're exploring this option. We've been busy developing an agent to streamline deployments to Kubernetes. Now, that agent is now available. It has shipped as part of 2024.2. And now we are looking to extend the agent functionality beyond deployments to one cluster so the agent can act as any other worker in Octopus and bring Kubernetes scalability. So there you go. So that's an item that was recently updated on our roadmap. Another item that has been recently posted by Kit, again, a better YAML editor. I think we could all appreciate that YAML isn't the easiest thing to edit, especially when you get your tabs wrong. Many people in the Octopus built-in YAML editor manage variables or inline YAML in the deployment steps. We're updating the editor to enhance the editing experience. Is your team working on this at all? I don't.
No, we're helping out a little with the Kubernetes worker
Okay.
pools, because
Yep.
we have some of the infrastructure in our ownership area that they'll be modifying. But yeah, that one's really exciting. I'm really excited for that one.
Awesome. And then wrapping things up, over to your team again. You've got your alpha program open for. We talked about this last week. Resilient, scalable deployments. Did you want to mention anything about this?
Yeah, no, just like if you are interested in doing heaps and heaps of deployments, or ever get bothered by the old outage window in cloud, or
Yes.
run a local cluster even of Octopus server, we're making some improvements to that, and give us a shout. You might like what you see.
Nice. Are you seeing some early successes with some of the alpha customers?
Yeah, I mean, we're still dogfooding it at the moment, but we're just starting to reach out now. Just get some people to give us feedback on whether what we built, works the way they expect it, I suppose.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I can't wait to see what happens out of that. Resilient, scalable deployments. That sounds awesome. Anyways, if you happen to stumble upon this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. On behalf of Jim, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you on the next one next week on next edition of Deploy on Friday. Happy deployments, everyone. Take care.